everybody. I decided to turn my camera on because John just got here and he's running an errand, and I'm going to be prepping one of the prime ribs just to put in the oven so that we can prep one in front of you guys and do a different method. And I'm just going to get this one cooking so that it's ready for the magic of TV. So I don't know how you prepare your prime rib. I'm washing my hands. What I like to do with prime rib is I like to do it the day before. So this is the meat from the corner butcher. It's USA, USDA prime, real prime rib. It's $26.99 a pound. It's not cheap. It's not $4.99. This is like the most amazing prime rib you've ever had. I will tell you that. I got it last year. This is a 2-bone roast, so it's just about a 5-pounder. Yeah, it's 5.84. So there's a lot of methods to cook. You could do high for a little bit and then turn the heat down, but for a 5-pounder, I'm gonna go low and slow. So I've got my oven preheated at 350, 325, 350. And I'm just gonna prepare it. So, hey Packy, it's not a lot of meat. This is like a baby meat. This will feed 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 people that aren't like total pigs. If you're a total pig, then like maybe 4. You can maybe get 6 out of it. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do is I have some butter softened. I have some fresh rosemary from my garden. I have some garlic cloves. I have coarse kosher salt and fresh cracked pepper. He also sells some really great prime rib seasoning mixes that are delicious. We'll probably do that on the one we're gonna do later on for you guys. But I thought, and some olive oil. Okay, so I was thinking, like, why am I doing this and not having the camera on? I'll let you guys just kind of hang out and keep me company because I'm here all by myself. Anyway, so I like to get garlic cloves the day before, minimum, maybe even 2 days beforehand, before your holiday meal. And you just want to peel them. Don't worry about getting too fancy. Just kind of plunk them down there. And what do you mean, yikes? Why? Because I have a knife? My knives have been missing ever since my kitchen remodel. They disappeared. I don't know where I put them. So looks like I'll have to get new ones. Oh darn. Okay, so I peeled my garlic. I bought a fish lens to try on my camera. Has anybody ever done those where you clip the fish lens on? I'm hoping to get a wider angle. I don't know, we'll see. We'll play around with that. So anyway, I just have some various cloves of garlic, and the big ones, I'm just gonna kind of cut them down. I just don't want them too big, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stud this prime rib. And I need like a little slim knife, a skinny one. I like this one. It's my little Cutco knife. If any of you guys ever sold Cutco, they're actually really good knives. Anyway, very sharp. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this out of the package. It's sealed, for optimal freshness. And I'm gonna show you this beautiful piece of meat. Real prime rib, not the prime rib you're getting in the grocery store. That is not prime, okay? Let me get this out of the way. So this is what you're paying for. Look at the marbling on this bad boy. Is that gorgeous? This is sexy meat, okay? And you just want to kind of dry it. It's already pretty dry, but you want it to go in really dry. You're gonna get it in the oven, and you just want to get it all taken care of. Now, I asked the butcher, this is just me personally, I want the bones, but I like the bones separated and just tied on. And I'll let him show you that on the next one, but I'm just gonna put this in just like this. It's already tied up, it's already ready to go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make some slits in here. Just random. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I just hit my head. That's lovely. And I'll hold this up if you can't see it. You just want to kind of slit randomly, just thinking like as this is sliced, you want everybody to get some garlic in their prime rib. And I kind of take it down the side. Okay, go around. I know I feel like, whew. We turn this bad boy over. Oh, that's a bone there. It's kind of like hide and seek where you find the cloves again. Hey, Chris. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick my finger in there. Can you see? It's kind of gross. And you're going to push those garlic cloves inside, okay? So what you're trying to do, and the reason I do this like a day or 2 before, and then I wrap it up in some plastic wrap, is it gets the garlic flavor kind of penetrated in there, and it really starts to taste super beautiful. And that garlic's just gonna roast inside your prime rib, which is like so delicious. And when you cut it, it looks so nice. Okay, so if you guys, do you guys do this? Put a thumbs up if you guys already do this method. I think this is the best way to do, I think prime rib without garlic is sad. I don't like it. I really, really want my garlic in there. But I'm a garlic fiend. I absolutely love garlic. So just shove them in there, wherever you can fit them. There's one in there. You can kind of feel where they are if you're not sure. Here's one here. I'll put a little bit more in there. I'm just gonna keep going around, shoving this garlic in these little holes. Okay. So delicious. And the meat just takes on that really yummy kind of roasted garlic flavor. And then I'm going to rub it with olive oil and butter. I like butter, and I like a lot of butter. I love garlic. I know, right, Robert? Hey, Chris. I know, right, Danny? Yum. I can tell you that I will be eating well tonight, that's for sure. I just had a hard-boiled egg because I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to be eating like crazy. Okay, I feel like I don't have any more places anymore. So just add them as you go, like if you have extra garlic. And put as much or as little as you like. You know, this is totally up to you. It's just a suggestion. This is just what I like to do. If you don't like garlic, you don't have to add it. I think it just adds something really special to your dish. I think it just really elevates the flavor. Okay, so I've got all these little holes. Can you see them? Garlic. Now, the trick to eating a lot of garlic is whoever you're eating with, make sure that they're eating garlic too. So when your breath is bad, you know that you're kind of covered, right? Or you could chew gum like me. Notice I am not chewing my gum. I spit it out. I tell you, that gum has been my lifesaver this past summer when I was trying to shed a few unwanted pounds. And yes, I could lose more. I don't want to hear it. But I'm always going to be a big girl, and I don't, you know, I'm not looking to be, you know, I'm old. Like this is as good as it's gonna get. You know that. Oh, I keep hitting my head on this stupid thing. I'm not gonna like kill myself to lose a lot of weight. You know what I mean? Like I want to eat. So I do keto-ish when I'm not eating cake, and I bust my butt at the gym 5 days a week, like hardcore, lifting weights, running uphill, doing stupid dance classes. I look like a complete loser. Okay, so fresh rosemary, I'm just gonna cut it up, and you can just take your knife and just kind of, you know, I have like grease all over my hands from that prime rib, but you just wanna get it kind of, you know, just keep putting it in the middle. You wanna get it kind of chopped up, because the rosemary is a really nice flavor with beef. I don't know if you guys, you know, are used to doing that, but that's one of those things I think it's really a good compliment, is rosemary. You don't need a lot, you just want some. And I like fresh, you guys. I think fresh makes a huge difference. I'm gonna put a little salt in here, not a lot, but a little bit. And I'm gonna wipe my hands off because I've got so much fat on my hands from this fat cap on this meat. And I'm gonna put some cracked pepper. Okay, now this is where it gets gooey. So let me get a spoon first. Okay. So you just wanna kind of mash this up. And this is what they call a compound butter. So you can make this ahead of time, and this elevates any kind of meat. Like if you're doing steaks, you can add tarragon, you can add whatever herbs you want, parsley. You want softened butter, and then put your herbs in it. I usually don't put salt in it when I'm gonna do it for like other meat, but I'm gonna do it for this because you want this heavily salted because there's a lot of fat on here. But if you can see what I'm doing, I'm just mixing it, and you can see all the herbs. And then what you would do is you would take some wax paper. Oh my gosh, look, I had the last little tidbit. It's almost perfect. That was meant to be. And then you just kind of put it on there and then just roll it up, you know, the butter in there, and then just twist it and then put it in your refrigerator or your freezer. Make sure you put it in a freezer bag. And then you can just slice pieces and serve it on top of a steak. Oh my gosh, it's so good. So compound butter is your friend, especially with beef. And I do it also for the turkey, and I'll be talking about that later. So I've got this really nicely blended. I'm gonna add some olive oil. I like a garlic infused. I always, TJ's, Trader Joe's, any olive oil you want. I just like a little bit on here. I just wanna kind of massage it in there. This meat deserves the utmost respect. When you're paying this kind of money for meat, you wanna really take your time and prepare it well. Okay, and I'm just gonna spread it all over. And the garlic infused, you can make that yourself. You know, you just get a bottle, add some crushed garlic in there, and let it just marinate. You can add fresh rosemary sprig in there, whatever you want. Look at that. Are you guys salivating? I feel like I'm drooling. Look at the marbling. Can you see the marbling on this gorgeous piece of meat? Okay, so next, I have a roasting pan and I've already sprayed it with just a non-stick cooking spray. You know, you could oil it, whatever you want to do. I'm gonna massage it with this butter. And my hands are gonna get really greasy. But this butter, you guys, is what, as it melts, it goes into this meat and it makes the most delicious sauce afterwards. You can thicken that up, deglaze your pan with a little red wine. And I'm telling you, like, you serve this, people will be like talking about your dinner for weeks to come. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this on its side. I'm gonna get the underside of this. Gosh, my hands are gonna be so moisturized. Smells amazing. The fresh herbs with the butter, just really, and don't use margarine, use real butter, really good butter, you guys. It's like, it makes a difference, okay? The ingredients that you use really do make a difference. Okay. Can you see that? Is that gorgeous? See, I rubbed it on the front, on the back, wherever I can get it in there. Okay, I'm gonna put it in the roasting pan, just like that, and I'm gonna put cracked pepper on it, but my hands are gooey. So I'm gonna do that later, and I'm gonna put it in the oven. And tune back later on, we'll be showing you some other methods for doing prime rib and turkey and turducken. But I wanted to show you guys this, you know, why not? Why not have you guys here, like, at least seeing what I'm doing behind the scenes? So we'll pull this out later when we're doing the prep for the other prime rib. We're doing two, one for the magic of TV, so we can cut it, show you how gorgeous it is when it's done. And of course I wanna eat it. Like, I'm dying for it. And then we'll be having a turkey that's cooked in a turducken. Hold on, I think he's got it. I'm gonna look, I'm gonna dig in his bin. He's not here. I'm gonna dig and see what he has. Hold on, let me see. Oh my gosh, yes. This is, I found the turducken. This sucker's huge, look at this. Where do you get the roast? This is from Corner Butcher Shop. So this is who's gonna be on today. Years ago, I did a TV show when I had a show on PBS. I did a review of the food at Corner Butcher Shop. And so John and I became friends. I love his sense of humor. We get along really well. And so we developed a friendship over the years. And I love this guy's shop. He carries exotic meats, regular meats, all the meat you can imagine, fish, you name it, but old school butcher, amazing quality. You cannot buy this style meat at a grocery store. Even if they sell the prime, it's not this. This is a different grade of meat. This is what your very finest, think about the nicest steakhouse you can think of. I can't say because I will get in trouble from the meat purveyor, but if you think about the nicest steakhouse you could possibly go to in Southern California, that's this meat. So it's expensive, but it's not outrageous. You can afford to do it. It's just not something you eat every day. You know what I mean? So it's Corner Butcher Shop in Laverne, and worth the drive. I don't care where you're from. Like, butchers, who has a butcher anymore? Nobody has a butcher. So amazing meat. The turducken's behind me. I'm gonna be checking that out. I've never had that before. And then we have Shelton Farm turkeys, and we're gonna be talking about how I like to prepare them and what he likes to do, and just some tips and whatever. And if you guys have questions, be ready to ask, because everybody's calling Butterball. Do you know Butterball hotline on, like, prior to Thanksgiving is like the busiest hotline ever? Because everybody's like, how the heck, they can't remember how to make a turkey. So this is your opportunity. You've got some time to think about it. This is your opportunity to kind of get your questions out and ask, like, does it really matter? Does it really matter if it's frozen beforehand? How many days ahead of time do I freeze it, defrost it? All these questions. So that's why you want to ask him. So he's a butcher. He has an amazing shop, Corner Butcher Shop in Laverne, and he's out running errands, and I'm digging through his stuff. I'm gonna get this in the oven though, because I can't wait to eat it. Okay, we'll see you guys later. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you get alerted when I go live. And please, if you guys would, go to my YouTube, Foodie Princess. I have to plant them somewhere so you guys can find them again. I know you know, when it comes close to Thanksgiving, you're gonna wanna see it again and review it, and you can't find it on my wall. I have too much traffic going on. So I'm gonna plant it over there, and I need you guys to subscribe. I'm begging you. Thank you guys. And share, please share the video. I love it. We'll talk to you guys later.